Kiran Kula Mandana Ram. Kiran Kula Mandana Ram. Hey! Kiran Kula Mandana This I have been repeating many times, not for the first time, because I believe it right from the bottom of my heart. I have seen its activities. I have been watching closely right from the year 1972. So I know what it is. I am associated with all the office bearers and more brotherly relationship with Nimish Pandya. I have seen him grow like that, playing with children, moving with youth. When he stops at the stage, he doesn't grow further. We are youth, but he is youthful. That's the difference. Anyway, thank you for nice words that you said about me. I wish I deserve them all. I was given strict instructions. What are they? That I should share my experiences with you. Maybe that they are afraid that I may get into philosophy and make you to samadhi state of consciousness. They may be afraid of it. That I am capable of that also. Therefore, keeping that in my mind, they must have told me, Mr. Anil Kumar experiences people. So this is a new experience. This is a new experience unto itself. And second thing, I told our friend Rao to give me caution when I should end because I'm endless. And timelessness. Even Bhagavan sometimes looks at me pitifully, then I would stop. But I will not. Then he had to sometimes, many students are witnesses to that. Anil Kumar, you can continue tomorrow. Because then I said immediately, Swami is not my greatness or anything like that. Your speech is like that. Your talk is like that. The subject is like that. That will make anybody get intoxicated after listening to you. If you go on looking at the watch, look at the faces, better we sit at home. It's not that. Swami's speech will make you dance across the street. And Swami's name also will make you jump wherever you are, wherever you are. Since the gentleman who asked me to confine myself to experiences, that to my personal experiences, sitting in front of me looking at me deep into my heart. And as I tell you a few words, not by way of boasting, with no pride at all, because I'm beyond that age, a little beyond. No need to get additional name. It is enough if I don't lose present name. So it's nothing like anything extra. I'm just stating before you a few details of my life in response to his request, which I rarely do it. Many of the audiences across might not have heard these things because usually I don't tell about my own self. What made the gentleman pull my collar and ask me to speak on this, I do not know. I come from a family, Brahmo Samaj. Brahmo Samaj is founded by Raja Ramohan Roy from Bengal, Calcutta. My grandfather, parents, both of them, maternal and paternal grandparents, are Brahmo missionaries who gave their life for spreading Brahmo message and Brahmo movement in Andhra Pradesh. If anyone asks me, Anil Kumar, why are you fiery? It is because of my grandparents. They sacrificed their life. Religion was not a luxury to them. Religion is not a matter of position or status, dignity, respectability, nothing of that. Religion to them meant sacrifice, giving one's own life. That's what they did. And to cut the story short, you may not believe, subject to verification, their own parents served food in the veranda because they went against the tradition of the land. They didn't like the sacred thread. They didn't like idolatry. They didn't like any of the traditions because Brahmo Samaj is Upanishadic in its approach. God without a beginning and an end. Nameless, timeless, formless, attributeless, permanent, immortal, blemishless, spotless, unpolluted, crystal clear. Divinity is God. That's what Brahmo Samaj believes in. So we don't have anything, no Rama, Krishna, Venkateswara at our house. No picture. But every day necessarily at 7:30 we have family prayers and attendance is a must. Attendance is a must. If you don't attend, you'll get it for one full week, both from my grandparents. Oh, grandparents were very powerful those days. Even parents are not powerful these days. What to do? But what happened to my case, I was afraid of my parents then, afraid of my children now. Life is full of fear. Then and now and forever. So they were so strict like that. My mother is the first lady graduate from Andhra Pradesh. Because girls should get married by the time they reach age 8 in those days. She was the first lady graduate because my grandfather is Brahmo, women's emancipation, Renaissance, he fought for it. And later he got my mother educated at Madras University, Queen Mary's College, Madras, and she stood university first in English literature, a gold medalist. So if anyone says, Anil Kumar, you speak English, I want you to credit to the account of Sarojini Devi, my late mother. That's what she was. And she was also equally strict. And between us, she is the most beautiful lady I have ever met. Because right from the college days, if I look at those photographs, I don't think any film actress would ever match her. Is that that? Yes. Not that. Well, my father, also the son of a Brahmo missionary, and he's also a very strict man. MA English, MSc Honours in Physics, BEd, Diploma in Railway Science, retired as the Deputy Director of Higher Education from Andhra Pradesh. That is the position of the family. Nobody is ready to offer their daughter in marriage to any one of us. What to do? Shall we remain a monk or what? But the society has come to know that Brahmos won't accept dowries. That must have been a bait or a temptation to my father-in-law to take the risk of offering his daughter to me. Why did I say risk? I got only 2 photographs of my wedding, black and white, where my mother-in-law was holding her hand like that. I'm offering my daughter to this fellow who is going to kill him or what? Pakka. And a Pakka, totally traditional family, totally. Fasting on Friday, special puja on Thursday. And you have all kinds of traditions. I have nothing whatsoever. Even today, I am like that. Even today, she is like that. But we are Democrats, we honor each other's feelings. You never force me to do that, I will ask you, I will never ask her to stop it. We just honor each other's sentiments, that's all. At that time, she wanted us to have Satya Swami Vrata. My parents won't have it. Impossible. Out, that's all. So we had to go secretly to a temple and organize underground Satya Swami. And she goes home straight. I go to the college wiping out all kumkum and all that, change my dress and go like a good boy. That was the position of the family. And she keeps a Venkateshwara's picture under the pillow. Underground worship again. Because she dare not keep it on the wall. Nothing. That is the background of the family. But somehow life is going on. But as Baba decided to step into my life, it so happened that in the year 72, she fell sick. And that too, some ulcer on the uterus. They advised that she has to undergo hysterectomy, failing which that would lead to cancer. All doctors advise the same thing. My life in those days, whatever, Lions Club, Rotary Club, college anniversaries, high school anniversaries, where there is a platform and a mic, Anil Kumar is there. Yatra Yogeshwar Krishna, Tatra Bhagawan. Yatra Steji, Yatra Maniko, Tatra Anil Kumar. That was my life in those days. Very, very busy, very busy. And take classes there in the college and also have some extra class at home, so extra black income, unaccounted, but which is more precious. So I was organizing that also at the same time. And this lady every day cries, I'm going, you have to take care of your children. Where are you going? How can I take care of them? Impossible. Every day. I return home, jumping in joy, she starts singing. Nirvina Raghuvara. That was the situation. Then I got her operated and she returned home and she looked as if she was fine. But after a month or so, she started complaining there's some pain here. About 13 doctors, most of them are foreign returned. And my bank account, Anil's bank account, has come down to nil account. Took her on all doctors, 13 of them. They all say she's fine, nothing wrong with her. She is pain, what am I to do? And she could not eat anything except some buttermilk rice, that's all. Then I thought she needs some spiritual therapy. As she hails from traditional family, I told her I will take you to one temple each day. Take you. On one condition. I don't get in, you go. Because I am coming for your sake. As a Brahman, I will continue to be like that. Even Namutripad may change, but not Anil Kumar. Somehow she got convinced. Daily we used to go to the temple, one temple. And I have children with me playing, and she sits in the temple. And after that, peace of mind is very nice. Every day one temple. Then one day when we were passing across the railway station, we heard some bhajan. She said, let's go there. We went. Satsang Baba photo, bhajan. That old photo with their leaves and green trees, Swami and Bhagawan Baba. That photo there, old 1972. Swami, what is all this? Rama, Krishna, Venkateshwara, we said nothing doing to them. What is this? You are coming here. How am I to return home? My grandfathers will ask me to stay there. What am I to do? At the end of the bhajan, she tells me, I am very happy. Good. But, she said, let us go to Puttaparthi. Kaika asked for boons that led to the death of Dasharatha. So this Kaika requested that I be in Dasharatha. What am I to do? I kept quiet. She said, when are we going? I kept quiet. Silence is gold. And then I could manage my grandparents, grandmother, grandfather, easy to manage. While as father and mother, they were very tough. Very tough. By the time they become grandfather and grandmother, Harivom Tatsat. Soft like butter, that's a thought. Iron Man becomes butter now. The grandeur lies in being a grandfather. So I approached my grandmother and said, I will not be a traditional Hindu, please take it from me. I will not be converted. I will not be transformed. This lady wants me to take her death. Please, tell grandfather. Because I have no guts to approach. She slowly told him, she said, both of you shut up, you and your grandson. First day. Second, a little more. She started pleading with him. He said nothing to him. Finally, grandmother said, just imagine yourself. When you came out of your house, accepting Brahmo faith, throwing away all the tradition, your parents also must have been felt sad. Why don't you apply same thing here? Let him go after what is there? Old ladies are clever and more clever as the age passes by. Man becomes dunce, more dunce, or yes. And woman is stronger and stronger. With grandchildren, she becomes a dictator. This is law of life, whether you accept it or not. Global truth. So she said, okay. Then we went to Puttaparthi. Against my wish, against my will. We went there. And you know the standard answer in Prashanti Nilayam, no. Sir, can I sit here? No. Sir, would you give me some accommodation? No. Sir, I stand here? No. Somebody asked me sometime back, Anil Kumar, when I am standing here, they say no. When I am sitting there, they are saying no. What shall I do now? I said, go on roaming. So I got this negative approach, not used to it with the passage of time. They don't say even politely no. They will say such that you will remember the next life. So somehow, I took a room outside Prashanti in those days, owned by Rangappa. He owns some sari shop, very old one. And we took some room and stayed there. that room in those days, excellent. Why? Because doors are collapsible. You can hear windows are collapsible. And sun and moon want to peep what you are doing. And there is no restroom or washroom. Open university. Open university. That's all. I was cursing like anything, started cursing her. Terrific parliamentary debate between us every day. She used to go inside, I am always outside. Always. At that time, Purnachandra Hall was under construction. I am always outside, always outside. But lunchtime, some discussion. Why did you come and sit? What will be harm if you look at me? You don't need tax. I said, what is our condition? Don't force me. Somehow, on the penultimate day, I was to leave the next day. Somehow I developed a kind of curiosity. I wanted to see him. But ego said nothing. So what I did was, I stood near GoPro. GoPro, you know, very far. Comfortable, secure. Something like a watch, a heat-proof, waterproof, magnet-proof, and divine-proof at that time. Standing there at the gate with children. Bhajan was going on. As you know, bhajan is in full swing. Swami doesn't give darshan at that time because he already sat there. I don't know what happened. He got up, started walking towards me to go from that long distance. Then I could understand what shake dance is. Legs started trembling. Voice started fumbling. I don't know what's happening to my body. He said, what does it mean? Anger? I didn't understand. But I didn't do namaskar. Brahma is Brahma. And Swami went back, sat on his chair. I thought, Chodo, let me not worry about it. After 2 bhajans again he came. Walking all the long distance, stood in front of me and refused to go until I did namaskar. That's how the defeat at the hands of the divine started. After defeat. Then I was to leave Prashanti Nilayam because I was working in Christian college. So difficult to get leave, sitting there in the hall. Yes, there in those days Swami used to go for coffee that side, this side, repeated darshans on the terrace in old mandir. Just looking at it. One gentleman sat by my side. His name is Mr. Naidu, the former headmaster of Eastern High School. Why I am giving these references are, there are many doubting Thomases. For their sake I am giving this reference. That Naidu said, sir, is it your first visit? How are you interested first visit or last visit? But he is an elderly man, I can't say that. I said, yes sir. Then he said, as you start looking on all sides, I think you must have got some idea. What? No donations there. No receipt books there. How is it so many buildings have come up there? Exactly that municipal corporation thought was in my mind. Exactly. I said, yes sir, I am thinking. No, Mr. Kumar, it's not like that. One gentleman, his wife was suffering from abdominal cancer with no issues. And that lady is taken abroad, Swiss, US, UK, Canada, with no relief. Ultimately they came to Swami, and Swami applied vibhuti on their gun. Cancer, cancer. And she gave birth to 2 boys later. And that man took a vow, an oath, pledge to construct all these buildings. He did it. Not that Baba is collecting. Then I thought, for the first time in my life, I am a fool number 1. Because coming to conclusion without knowing the fact is really a foolish thing. I understood it's not. Then I thought, this man is dangerous. He may bring out some more ideas like that. To have a bad thought is one thing. To be known to others is much worse than that. So I got her from there. Thank you, sir. See you later. And then sat at another place. By my side was a former student by name Srimanarayana, who is the manager of Canara Bank, now working in Satsang higher secondary school in the office. All the details for verification. Because these days people are generating stories, producing experiences, nonsense, and giving a reference for them. So that what he is now there also. He treats with the same respect and honor as before. Sir, you know me? Yes, I know that you are my student. Why are you thinking that Swami has not called you for interview? Exactly I am thinking. Why? Mother is an honest officer, education officer. Father is doubly honest. And I am not a gunda either. I am tolerably good in my own way. Why does he not call me? Or something bothering me. This boy tells me, sir, are you thinking that? Yes, sir. What do you say about it? Sir, doctor gives a prescription to take powder to a fellow suffering from stomachache. He gives some other liquid to some other patient for the same stomach problem. He gives injection to some other patient. And he operates on some other patient. The fellow who is given just a mixture should not think doctor loves that man who is operated upon. Abba is so close to him. You want to be operated? Baba knows what is best. That is the lesson I have learned. The interviews that you get, the gifts that you get, are not objects for advertisement or propaganda or in recognition of the height of your devotion to either. Neither the other. Operating the patient for appendicitis is not the love affair between the doctor and the patient. Emergency situation. Because the patient will go to the other planet. The Swami talks to you, Swami gives you gifts to reform you, transform you, not to give wide publicity, stand in the middle of the road, I got this. That's not from the purpose, I tell you. There are many, many noble people who have not had any interview. There are many, many great people who have not received any gift from him. Yet, they are same then and now. These gifted people, gifted I mean, received gifts. But some of them are not seen today. They are really gifted because they have got the gift of His grace permanently, immanently, latently established. They are our role models. They are our heroes. Then I looked at Swami. Swami, I must catch the bus by 11 o'clock this morning. Journey from Puttaparthi to my native place, Guntur, is only 19 hours. In the meantime, you can go to London, have your breakfast. I will be still on my way. As the bus goes, there will be flat tire repeatedly. That's the way of life. But every month I used to visit him. And then I thought, Swami, if you make her normal, give her regular health, you are totally divine. I really am grateful to you because I cannot take care of my children. Impossible. Believe me, in front of Bhagavan I am telling you, by the time we return home, she is not only normal, she not only started taking normal food, extra hot, spicy pickles also. That is Baba. That's how we entered into life. And then I went to bookstores, looked at Satya Speaks Volume 5 at that time, where Swami reclining posture on Sesha. Lovely picture in those days. I purchased that book. Read few talks. What all Baba said are in full agreement with the Brahmo principles. What Brahmo Samaj said is not anyway against Baba's philosophy. Baba's philosophy or spiritual truths are not contradictory to Brahma principles either. Swami, what wonderful thing you said. Now I understand. After coming to you, Swami, I understand Brahma Samaj better than before. That's what I said. Then immediately went to store, purchased 10 books. Returned home with a bundle of books. She looks at me. What happened to this fellow? Huh? The man who refused to come here, refused to come with a bundle of books. What happened? I told her, that was true. This is true. I am the truth. You understand? That's what it is. We returned home and then started attending bhajans. But see Baba, the remote controller. Suppose on a day I feel, why can't we sit at home, relax? Why bhajans every day? Let me sit back and relax. Suddenly she comes and says, pay me here. So you must go. Next day, I told her, let me have my friends go to some Shankaradas hotel, enjoy some Minapa dosha and all. Papa, pay me here. That's so Swami, with the remote control, made me get addicted to bhajans without fail. Slowly, things went on improving. But I repeated every festival, 72, 78. For 7 years, it was Ajnata Vasa, life incognito. Swami never looked at me. I never got first row. Always 25th row, 28th row. Always backward. But still somehow I had some happiness. Why first row? What is it? I'm happy. And he has given her life back. Why first row? Okay. First still I didn't listen to his talks. But one thing I did was not to meet Sai devotees after return from Parthi every time. Not to meet any devotees. Why? They'll ask me, did you get internet? Did you get Padanamuskar? He did not give you devotee. So I avoided them for 15 days and then started doing this. That has been my life. It is in the year 78, after 7 long years, I went to Hindupur, a place very close to Puttaparthi on way to Bangalore. Next station of Hindupur is Bangalore. There they invited me for a talk on Ramayana. I am a student of botany, science of plants, the plants that do not speak. Maybe I speak on their behalf. Who knows? I said yes. But by the time I received their invitation, I could not take it. All scholars, Sanskrit scholars, university professors, they are all there. I am only a botany man. Then I rang up to him immediately, sir, I don't fit into this program. Please drop me. Please. I'll be highly obliged to you lifetime. Because I cannot cut a sorry figure at this stage. He said, Mr. Anil Kumar, you seem to be new to the organization. When once the name is there, printed on invitation, nobody can take it. You are coming. Yes, go back to the receiver. Helplessly. Somehow, hopefully, I made adequate preparation. Because I am a teacher by profession. I am a teacher, professor at the university for 49 years, not a day or two. A professor at the university. So I prepared it. So, what are my sources? Ramakatha Swami. Atma Rama. Swami talks delivered on the occasion of Sri Ramanavami. Prepared. Excellent. Like that. In that material I went that. Hey boy, this fell down. Never on my top. That's what Anil Kumar is. Okay. I gave my talk. All people liked it. All people liked it not because of my oratorical skills or excellent speech making. I am not that full yet. I know the talk was interesting, impressive because of Swami's message. Because of Swami's original ideas. Nobody ever said it on Ramayana. I can talk to you on this for a number of days. Nobody ever said. Swami mentioned those things. That highlighted. And then came to Parthi to have Swami's darshan. See my iron leg. When I was coming to Parthi, Swami was going to Anantapur, opposite direction. For 7 years. And the driver said, "Sir, where are you going?" And I am going to Parthi. Swami's car, did you not see? He's going down there. Then said, "Boy, please do one thing." What? Stop the bus. Where Anantapur College is there, I'll get down and try my good luck. He said, "Okay, sir." He stopped the bus there. I got down with my luggage. Trying to enter. Watchman said, "No." No, he's common. These watchmen know, that's all. Right? You must go. No. Why? This girls' college. So what? Girls' college also is college. And that too, I am a college professor. I have put in already 15 years service by them. There are 2,000 girls in our college. I told nothing to him. And he said this word. Even male mosquito cannot get into girls' male mosquito. And I thought this fellow will manhandle me. And that too, that area, Anantapur, Kadapa, Karnool, Rayalaseema area. If you don't say yes, you have to check your insurance policy. Finish you there. So I understood the game and I was waiting there. Swami is listening to me. I am fully conscious of it. At the end of the meeting of the governing body of Anantapur campus, attended by Salla Subbarayadu, Krakshi, V.K. Gokak, Bhagavantam, Balakrishna, they are all members of the governing body. At the end, Swami came down. There to Varanda Anantapur campus. I was standing at the gate, far away. 7 years, after 7 years. He stood there and said, "Hey, Anil Kumar, come here," he said. I thought name of the watchman is Anil Kumar. I asked him, "Is your name?" "No, sir, my name is Kondappa." Look at it. Then Swami shouted again, "Hey, Professor Anil Kumar!" Chaka, I ran jumping all the way. Swami said, "Slow, slow." And I fell at his feet. And then he introduced me all those great people. Not even one today equals them in any way. Bhagavan Baba, what kind of galaxy of great men. They all contributed to Sai mission. Swami said, "It's Professor Anil Kumar." I was not happy. 7 years, what happened to me? He gave talk last night. Indupur, very nice. Men are happy, women are happy, children are happy. So many professors participated. But Anil Kumar talked very nice. And then said, he repeated what Swami said. Yes, Swami, I am proud of it. I am proud of it. I will continue to do it. Because nobody can speak like you. The original said, it's okay. And then he said, "How is your wife?" After 7 years. She only brought me to you, Swami. My life is altogether different. I know. Then materialized Vibhuti and gave her and said, "Come for Dasara." I decided not to come for Dasara. Because even ordinary days, no. On festival days, get out. Who will give me? Swami said, "You come, what am I to do?" So I went. They are outside, in a room, same room. Swami next day comes to me. Oh, Professor, good, you have come. Where are you staying? Swami, I am staying outside. Wow. Then he looked at Kutumbarao, the manager. Kutumbarao, whenever this professor comes, give him accommodation immediately. Don't charge him. Till this day, I have not paid single paisa towards accommodation. Standing instructions. Standing instructions, bank instructions is different. New manager may not know standing instructions, but the divine manager permanent instructions. So, but I didn't do anything. How Swami is, how he reacts. Swami, I rented a room there. I paid advance also, Swami. Advance. Wow. Telling him, Sai Baba has given me a room inside and you will return your money. Don't worry. I told same thing and he returned. Meaning Kali Yuga has not totally crept in as on today. So he came. And I said, next day comes to me. Hi dancer, how are you? Dancer? Who is the dancer here? Hey, you professor, you are a dancer. Swami, I never dance, I have not learned. No, on the stage you dance. Unconsciously, Swami. Not because of conscious training. It's an unconscious movement of the body. Because of the charm of your bhajans and your talk. Very dancer. And third day he said, did you receive? No, Swami, I didn't receive anything. No, he left. By the time I returned home, my wife received silk saree from Swami. Kutumbara gave it to her. I thought she'd be happy. She started crying. Pain crying. Gain crying. Blessing crying. Your women's expression is always tearful. When the soft heart, they react like that. She was very happy. Swami has given it one. He had it. And then days passed. It is on Durgashtami, year 78. I was just moving in the crowd, trying to get into Purnachandra Auditorium. Somebody said, where is Anil Kumar? Where is Anil Kumar? I have not pickpocketed anybody. I am not close to anybody. I am not a VIP. There are two other people hunting and chasing me. Yes, I am. Swami wants you to come. But 7 years he never wanted. Okay. Then I know. I was taken behind this stage and Swami came there. Looked at me. Professor, good. That was the year when Ruchir Desai also spoke on the same day on the platform. And Kamal Sahani also. And then Swami, listen, I am sharpening my memory as of today. And then Swami called me. You speak for some time. How do you know that I speak? How do you know my name? Why are you silent all these 7 years? That has been my thought constantly. Baba said, speak for some. Swami, what shall I speak? Anything spirituality. Swami, what language? Uttarpati is international. So speak in English. Okay, Swami. Just on the stage he told me. Somehow I spoke. And then next day, Navami, Mahar Navami, 1978, he came. This is all recorded in Sanat Sarati. He came there. He said, yesterday talk was very nice. I am going to give another talk. Vijayadashmi Telugu, okay. Vijayadashmi, he wanted to speak in Telugu. And then he didn't compliment me. He was telling Karunyananda, Anil Kumar Baba cheppinadappa, English, Telugu, Baba cheppinadu kada. You can tell me, I am very happy. Why you tell me? When I spoke, why should you tell him? Then I understood that style of complimenting his fellow. So that we don't feel egoistic. That is the style, okay. Over. Next day, I must go back. After Vijayadashmi, next day. This Sivaram Krishna, principal of higher secondary school, was my student. now the present principal. He came and said, "Sir, are you going?" "Yes." "Did you take Swami's permission?" "No." "Why?" 7 years he never gave me permission. If I have to wait for permission, I have to beg on the railway platform. Yes, I have no other property other than my job and salary. I stop, please stop your philosophy. Let me go back. "No, sir, you must." He unloaded all my luggage. Then I had to go. Swami came straight. What happened to where have you gone? Room in cover Kuntini, canteen cover Kuntini, I sent you a word, the canteen and your room, they said no. I said, "Swami, you sent a word to me when I was not there. I was not there when you wanted me. This is my fate, what can I do?" No. You go and sit in the veranda, he said. Then I came out. Delhi Sevadar are in charge of Prashanti Nilayam. The North Indian people, as I know, are weak personalities. They eat wheat, very strong, very strong. Whereas we Sambar and Idli fellows are not that strong as these fellows. And very strong. That to Delhi, very tall fellows with so much of muscles of the size of mangoes. I went there. Swami wanted one. They are holding hands like that. But Swami wanted me, these fellows are not trusting me. What am I to do? When they are holding hands like that, I ran in between them. And then sat in the veranda. Swami came. "Come in, sir," he said. He kept me in my pocket, in cover. I didn't do anything. "What is that cover, Swami?" "Have new dress for Swami's birthday." "Why should I have new dress for your birthday?" I don't understand logic behind it. "Swami, your birthday?" "Yes." And then he said, "Poor fellow, I have given you enough of money for 2 sets. One for your birthday, one for my birthday. Stitching charges also I have given. Understand? You do." I went and got 2 suits ready. And some fancy for dress, being a product of Christian college, a co-education institution. So naturally what happened was, I wore the dress meant for my birthday. Swami saw that. Divine romance, actually. He doesn't look at you straight. When you look at him, when you turn the Pakka romantic. Such. And then, next day I wore this new suit meant for Baba's birthday. He came to us and said, "Today's suit is better than yesterday's suit." "Swami, this suit is your birthday suit. It is bound to be good, Swami." That's how the closeness started. After 7 long years of waiting, yearning, pining, spiritual longing, and religious probation. Very long. And then 79 next year, 7 other people are really messengers of Lord Vishnu. When they see you, Swami, talking to you, Satya. When he doesn't look at you, active voice, passive voice. Push out, that's all. Since there's Swami there, next year, come on, I understood. Same Anil Kumar then and now, you fellows only changed. Okay. Then, that year also I spoke. Then Swami called me upstairs. These are all things I have written in the Sanatana Sarathi and also present in my books. Then Swami was very much in his physical form. Swami called me to come upstairs. There in the interior, there are winding steps in those days. I was running. I said, "Slow, you will follow." So I went there. The song was like that. Rajadi Raja Ramachandra Sai Jagyavan. The King of Kings was like that. Come on. And then he gave me silk dhoti and silk angavastra. I don't know, I don't wear silk dhotis and all. Swami, I don't need it, I don't wear them. No. Those silk clothes are given to scholars. You gave a talk now, therefore I gave. What shall I say? Okay. Then he gave me shawl. Why the shawl, Swami? Why? The scholars. Then he said, Prof. Then gave me safari suit, fruits. Then he kept both of his hands on my head. Lead a long life, spiritual life, healthy life, spread Swami's message all over Andhra Pradesh. That's what he's blessing on my head. Swami is the witness. Swami is the witness. The whole state of Andhra Pradesh, that there are about 1,000 Sai centers, Bhajan Mandalis and Samitis, they all stand as witness. No holiday I was ever at home. No vacation I was ever at home. No festival day I was ever at home. During spreading Swami's message. Traveling by bus, sometimes lorry, sometimes tractors. When I missed the bus, sleeping on the bus station platform. Sometimes railway platform. That was my career. But platform or anything, I am uniform. I am uniform. I spread your message. These things are nothing for me. Nothing. I was doing like that. Slowly, Swami started talking to me, giving me opportunity to speak at least 4 to 5 times every year in the Purnachandra auditorium. Slowly coming closer. And then, like a bolt from the blue, suddenly he said, I am going, he said. I am leaving Puttaparthi. Where do you go? Can you ask it? They kept going. Then people told me, Swami was to go to Godavari trip, 1976. He was going to Godavari trip. So, you go, what shall I do now? And then too, he inaugurated Guntur Mandir, he inaugurated Elur Mandir, he inaugurated Vijayawada Mandir. I just had a white shirt, white pant and so on. One lady came to me. She is the wife of Mr. Razu, director, Acrim car. She told him, Anil Kumar, I am going alone in my car. Follow Swami's car. Will you come with me, she said. Like a fool, I simply got it. No toothpaste, no toothbrush, no extra pair. Simply. No paisa in the pocket. Simply went. And then we went to Kovur, West Godavari. Right now, my friends, 10,000 volunteers are at work now in Kovur. Kumbhavela Godavari River. 10,000 people distributing 50,050 food packets to all the pilgrims that visit there. Yes. So Kovur is full of devotees, sea of devotees, like your Kovur grounds when Swami came. Full. All people climbed the trees, electric pools, everywhere. Everywhere people. Suddenly Swami was moving on the dais. Whom does he call? I thought he's calling me, I got him. By my side sat H.J. Dora, the Director General of Police. He was my classmate and roommate at Andhra University. He said, Anil Kumar, Swami will be irritated. Sit down. I know. Correct. I stand the risk. Why do you? He won't scold you. He will scold you. What is that? Even scolding also is an interview. Yes, why not? He never looked at me for 7 years. Let him scold me this time. What good? Somewhere went there. Swami said, come. You speak for 5-10 minutes. These are all village people. Speak those things that they can understand. Okay, Swami. Like that he made me speak it wherever he halted. And then we reached Rajahmundry. Swami has gone up. Where am I to speak? Where am I to go? How about this lady? She thought I am highly influential because she saw me with Swami. She saw me with Swami. She thought Anil Kumar can arrange. He himself has no arrangement whatsoever. What am I was feeling like that. Suddenly Ramachandran, the correspondent of the school, came down. Where is Anil Kumar? I said, Swami told me that you followed his car. He told me to give the room, give some extra pair of clothes, toothbrush and tongue cleaner also. He said that you are not brushed. And then he said, another lady came with you. Swami said, another room may be given to her. He said, that is Satya Sai Baba. We are following Satya Sai Baba, about whom we do not know thoroughly, totally. And we think that only some are specially privileged. That some are specially privileged and fortunate enough by virtue of their position and property. But what is your property? Baba is my property. Baba is your property, not currency and coins. That's what I believe in then and now. He provided like that. And next day I got the habit of taking coffee at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I went to railway station, had my cup of coffee. At 7 o'clock, Swami sends a word. I go there. Come on, sir. Karunyanga, Raman Rao, Venugopal Rao, Rama Rao, Bhaskar Rao, all giants of the Sahara Nation were sitting there. Sir, do you know him? Nobody can say I know him because you will say, have you come here to know him or me? Nobody has got, they all know me, but they have no guts to say that. Then there's easy expression for all students and staff. So that you don't have to speak. Whenever it is inconvenient, so they did like that. And the Swami said, is Anil Kumar bank balance value? Bank balance value. But since he has come to Swami, Akshaya, infinite. He has got Akshaya, infinite grace of Swami, so he is Anil Kumar. He is here. I have not heard anybody telling me that. Quite good, welcome. And then he said, Are, you already had coffee. Can't you wait until I call you? Swami, where is the guarantee he will call me? For so many years you never looked at me. But come and sit. I sat there. And they served pesarat, you know what? With green gram they make pesarat. In Andhra, special one. I described pesarat to Swami once at the public meeting. So you think like that. That's a separate session. There are so many things. 40 years of life with him. How can I summarize in 10 minutes? Impossible. This is only a soup, a starter. Other things to follow in Mulund again and again and again. What made me say so? Whenever the Mulund batch come there, these two brothers, these two, immediately by the afternoon they come to me. Anil Kumar, you have to speak to Mulund something tomorrow. There is no choice. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, see this lady, 5 months advance notice. You cannot escape. What to do? Since that time they have been inviting me every year. Impossible to say to the invitation of Mulund Samiti any time in future. Because of bondage of love between you and me. I know many familiar faces here. I can recognize them. And then Swami said, he took me to some places and said, evening tea time, Bullaya was there. Satyanarayana, then Union Agriculture Minister, was there. Hejje Dora, and the table pakoda, Mysore Pak. I sat there. Swami said, Anil Kumar, I am not happy with you. I am not happy with you. Huh? What? Then I said, what, Swami, what have I done? You always say, Swami said, Swami said, Swami said, why do you say that? When I take you all around Andhra Pradesh, people think that I brought you for propaganda, that you are blowing my trumpet. Why do you do that? Believe me, Swami is listening to me. These are all recorded in my books. All people know that. I got it from the chair. Swami, I take leave from you. Permit me to go home. Huh? What did I say? You should speak on all topics I said. Why do you want to go home like that? Swami, having heard your talk, having read your messages, I don't feel like reading any books at all, listening to any talks at all. If at all I am to speak, I speak on Satya Sai Baba only. Whether you like it. Then Swami had to change the gear. He has got front gear and reverse gear. I know that these people also know. Therefore I have put that question. That's how the divine romance started. And the last day I was returned. And then Swami said, "Oh, sir, when are you going?" He used to call me sir, dancer, more by feminine names than masculine names. Probably a woman last life, maybe a woman in the next life. Certainly not for now. And then Swami, I must go tonight. Have your dinner and go. How did you come here? Swami, by car. You have only bicycle. How could you come here? I have bicycle, but I came here by car. How? One lady brought me here. Who is that lady? I only sent her. I only sent her. She never knows you. You never know her. Swami, still trying to understand. Then he said, don't understand. Experience and enjoy. That's all. Then he said, call her and give her Paramaskar. Dhamma, you have done a very good job. Anil Kumar తీసుకొచ్చినావు, కార్లో తీసుకొచ్చినావు, స్వామికి ఎంతో ఆనందమైంది and give her Prasanthi Nilayam. That's how the divine romance started. Smita Smita Sundara Mukharavinda Najonanda Ananta Smita, come on! Sundara Mukharavinda Najonanda with Swami, I started enjoying every day. People were thinking that I'm a fool, and they all looked to me as if they are double fools. That's all. I'm a fool to you, you are a double fool to me, why not? But still, I was enjoying Swami's visits and discourses. Like that it continued. So many things happened in between. But certain things which I would not say outside, I am saying here because of your request. It was in the air. I'm a matter of worry to my mother. She is a district education officer. Because the family one is a big doctor, international. The son-in-law of the family is IIT director. Another son is a chartered accountant, HAL. This fellow, professor in the university, she is not happy with me. And she is not a devotee of Baba. She says he is a great person. He is a great person. Human values embodied, that's her feeling, till the end. And Swami gave her an interview. He catches hold of such people only. He says, Swami, Swami, he is healthy, you don't need medical treatment. If there is some difference, ICCU. So I should not feel that you are close to doctor, ICCU problem. So he calls, gave him interview and told everybody, she is Anil Kumar's mother, English. All standard on the Madras gold medal. He started telling everything about her. Chala strict. And made her sit on the chair while others are on the ground. And she sat on the Swami, made her sit on the chair and said, Ma, cheppu chusta, any problem? Anything that worries you, tell me. Swami, all are fine, excepting this fellow. What Anil Kumar is? He only matter worry for me. What else? No, some useless fellow. So what's wrong with him? He's just saying Sai Baba on the roads. He goes on singing Sai Baba, Sai Baba. How does he plan to get his children married? How does he plan to get the family settled? We have not given him any property. This fellow is roaming like that. That's a matter of great worry for him. Do you know what Baba said? He is marvelous. It is not personal glorification. It is intimation, a caution, an instruction to everybody. What did Baba say? Since he is doing my work, I will do his work much better. And then he said, Yama Sarajama, Sai Baba, and Sai Baba Demon. You say Sai Baba is so cheap. What do you think of him? And Baba said, today I am telling you, as many people that know me will come to know your son also that day. Then what did you do? You opened Godavari. Swami kept up his promise. And again in the 88, during the wedding of my first daughter, which he performed, there's a big story again. I'm just mentioning highlights. One day he came with two beautiful signs. These are all recorded. It's not generated, produced now. He came with two beautiful signs. One blue color, one gold color. Anil Kumar, which color is good? Swami, sea is blue, sky is blue, Rama is blue, blue color is good. I just asked you which color is good, not give a discourse, stop. Okay, Swami. Gold is also good because it's most precious metal, Swami. Gold is good. Both are good. This is Kanchi sari, this is Dharmavaram sari, he said. I don't know anything about Kanchi, Dharmavaram. Because with these hands I have not purchased any vegetables. Everything she managed. My business is to talk, spread his message, organize activities. This body should go like that only. Nothing to do with the personal man. Nothing to do with the personal man. Only Swami, that come what may. I am ready to face and declare the truth. Anybody, anywhere, anytime. Therefore I have been spending like that. And the Swami, Dharmavaram is near you. Saishwari, Kanchi, Kamakshi. Both are mothers. Why should I irritate one mother other? For your mother, whichever. My mother is most beautiful lady, Swami. Any color she wears will be colorful. Why that? Oh. But, Swami, don't give her now. Don't give her now. Baba said, when I am giving my property, who are you to say no? Who are you to say no? Swami, I say no because yesterday you gave saris to everybody. Marriage party, my mother also received. If you give some extra sari to my mother, it will lead to Appu, Korea, Varama, ladies. Ladies are highly sensitive about two things, saris and jewels. Better we don't touch those areas. Swami, let me safely return, Swami. Women will start fighting, right? No. This is the statement he said. What did he say? Yesterday's sari along with others. Today's sari, because she has given you to me. This is an explanation. It has been like that, my friends. I would also, sir, what's time now? You should come and tell me. Because Nimish Pandya won't attend next time. Because, okay, I can continue for some more time, sometime more. Okay. The point is, that kind of preferential treatment, that kind of extra love has been going on all these years. I was enjoying. And I was to go to Palakollu, a place in West Godavari, for Silver Jubilee celebrations, 1988. It was the time when N.T. Ramarao government fell down and Ramlal introduced president's rule at that time. So all vehicles stopped, banned, no trains, no buses, nothing. But I must go there. I went by car all the way. Everywhere people are stopping me. What? Communist people, big red flags. But every time they peek through the window, Swami's picture, they say, come on, you go, sir. Then finally came another man, leader of the gang, Royal Enfield. Very big red flag. What? Don't you know that today is Bandh? Where are you going? Then he there in Swami's picture. I will be here, nobody will stop you, go there straight. I went straight to Palakollu. Very late. All ladies, gents waited for me. But since they decided I would not come, they were returning. On coming to know that I am coming, they started running back to the meeting hall. Running! Villages are really highly devoted. Villages and towns, no match to them. Adulteration starts with cities. But villages and towns are really marvelous in respect of devotion. Out of experience, I am telling you, I went around all cities, but village and town are different. They ran and went to the meeting was arranged in a temple. I was speaking straight to the dais and speaking. Suddenly I received a slip. What is that slip? Sir, tonight a marriage has to take place here. We have to make wedding arrangements. Would you please come through? I'm not a fellow, keep quiet like that. I picked the slip and said loudly, I received a slip that before I conclude, in view of the wedding to take place tonight here. Godavari fellows, height of devotion. Oh yes, they love Swami more than their own life. Not ordinary people. One fellow got up. Marriage and Nothing will happen, marriage will take place and you will speak here. That will be blessing to the couple also. If they stop, they will not have blessing. Finish. See how Swami means. That's how it had happened. Again, it was in India, that year, Silver Jubilee. I went to some Karimnagar and all that. And one gentleman, Reddy, the manager's station master, he called me, sir, I could not hear your talk today because I am on duty. Would you come here, have some tea and go? I went there. He was speaking, I was talking. And he was Suddenly he said, sir, I think it's time for the train, let's go. And came out. Along with me came one gentleman named Subramanya Sharma, principal of Mrs. Evan College, Satya, a great Sanskrit scholar. He came in. Anil Kumar, what is all this? The train came and left. Huh? You not only you are spoiled, and you spoiled my career also. I am the principal. Now I decide not to follow you anytime for lifetime. It's a such application. Nothing to be trained left. I must go to college tomorrow. Sorry. The train left, check. Past the signal post. Then it started reversing. Gora Express, which is supposed to go at a very high speed. Anil Kumar, your Swami is this, you said, you'll never travel with me. No, I'll always travel. Both was cut. Karimnagar in Telangana is known for violence. Strong girls. I went there. I used to reach there around 11:30 or so. Police people got news that some CPM galata is going on. So everywhere they are stopping the car with a gun. Go on. I increased Namasparana more because if they shoot you, finish, that's all. Somehow I reached. After return, Swami said, you made me sleepless whole last night. I had to take care of you. Did I not tell you that you should return by 10 o'clock? Why have you done like that? Don't do that. Swami, excuse me, but I am glad that you are with me. Let me with you. That's what had happened there. So many things in life, so many experiences which I had faced. And there in Japan, when I went, Swami sent me to Japan by surprise. And I didn't receive any visa papers, anything like that. But Swami is asking, when are you going to India? Without visa, how will you go? Swami, I have not received any visa papers, nothing. No document. You will receive today. Swami, today is Sunday. How do I get it? Right. Shut up, you will see. 3 o'clock by special courier that car came. And Swami came out of Brindavan and said, Sunday, yeah? Sunday or Monday, every day is Swami's day, understand? And then on that day, he gave ice creams to all students, telling that your principal is going to Japan. They all enjoyed. And in the process, another thing I should tell you, a week before, he gave me some ash colored suit, nice, with a tie also, very good. And he said, have this suit there. As a crazy man, I went to the city immediately. Arrax a tailor, Chickpad Bangalore. Because these details I should tell you. Then I gave place the order to be the tailor. And I told lecturers, if I am late, if Swami asks you, where is Anil Kumar? Tell him that I am busy in the college with examination work. All those lecturers are Swami students. They know that. But being a principal, how do they say they cannot say that? But they want me to learn with experience. This is how we have done. Bangalore buses, in those days, they don't go like that, private buses. They go like that. And we should have more bhakti marga. There's no safety. And then there will be flat tire also. That day, I was delayed for darshan. Swami already came, bhajan was going on. I rushed to the bungalow where I was staying, changed my dress. Somehow I could not pick up good dress. Immediately I picked up some slack shirt, very old one, half sleeves. I wore and came sad behind because I know what awaits me. Our good Lord saw me. I went close to him. ये विजयलक्ष्मी पंडित मादिरी చేసుకున్నావు స్వామి సాకలాడి చేశాను స్వామి I gave all dresses for washing for a gas. You did not find one, huh? Okay. I gave you the suit. I wanted you to get it stitched. Why did you ask the lecturers to tell me that you are there in the college? Don't I know you? I am in you, I am in the suit, I am in the tailor, I am in the cloth also. And the first lesson I learned from him that we cannot bluff. We should not bluff. Accept the truth and you will forgive. Yes. And at that time, I think the mission knows, some extra shed was added to auditorium in Bangalore, extra, for devotees to be seated there. Swami used to visit the auditorium every day and new to the college as the principal. Anil Kumar, see that all tin sheets are kept in the proper place. Okay? Okay, Swami. 32 sheets are to be there. 30 are ready. 2 are to be still kept. The worker said, sir, you go to Bhajan, we do what is there. Then I came Mandir said, Anil Kumar is our perfect Swami. You got the car, sit down here, let's go. Both of us went there. Those 2 blocks are still vacant. He said everything is ready. I know, therefore I made you come with me. You understand? Swami, I am sorry. So in a hard way. And there was a gentleman from Patiala, Major Sood, an army gentleman. He used to bring army people every Sunday to Bangalore campus to do some garden work. Swami came suddenly. Uncle, who are they? I don't know, Swami. Yeah. Are you the principal? Do you know that? Principal of what? Of this college, Swami. So you are principal of this college? You don't know who those people are. What kind of principal I brought for you? Swami, the honeymoon period. Then it is an initial shock to me. Then I said, Swami, shall I go and tell them to go back? You have not asked them to come. How do you ask them to go? Keep going. And then, after Swami left, I did some homework. What is your name? Where do you come from? Different states and all that. Evening Swami came. Swami is Major Sood. This man is from Gujarat. This man is from Tamil Nadu. And then he went straight to the Sood. Took his finger. This gold ring I gave you 15 years back in Delhi. What is your son doing now? Oh, he's a bank manager now. Your daughter? Oh, studying medicine. Okay. He took his ring. That got converted to diamond ring. He gave it back. This morning only you said, who are they? Why do you allow me? Now you give him diamond ring. Then I said, Swami, when you know, why did you ask me all this? Then he said, to make you know that I know, I have to give you. Jai Jai Prabhu Giridhari Nityananda He asked me to come to Mandir, Brindavan. Nadu, what did Sustan? You walk that side and this side I can see. I walk in that side. Hey, you should not put buttons. You put like that kind of style. Okay. How is the time? You should use the time. Okay. And then he said, tomorrow you come from breakfast. Join me. I went. He served dosha, upma, dinner. You will not get it for 10 days. Eat here, eat. Come on, he said. Then, why? He said. Then I went by car to Bangalore airport. Whether flights or trains, common thing in India is run late. If they don't run late, we don't own them, you see. The flight was delayed by 1.5 hours. Shall I come back? Or shall I go? And if I go at this stage in Bombay, Tokyo flight will be gone. What am I to do? Sai Bhajana no Sudan was that. Somehow I went there. Bombay Airport International. By the time I come there are announcement. Air India is about to leave. Come on, last call. Made a land, kept all the luggage, and then it started. It happened in Bombay. There in Bangalore, Swami was telling, plane chala gaya. Anil Kumar wrote there or that. Swami is there. When Swami sends you, all the 7 seas cannot come on my will. It will happen. So he is there. And then on the second day, national conference in Tokyo, they wanted me to give Harati. I am not used to that. Somehow I am trying to do that. From Swami's picture, Amr started taking from one, cutting it flow. And the Japanese, very staunch devotees. Very staunch devotees. And you Japanese don't smile. You should get used to they don't smile. What to do? And moreover, Japanese bullet trains are so perfect. 10:13 it stops there. 10:12 it stops there. Proper compartment. And they all get down. Then people get in. I didn't have thrill of my journey. You should have some push and something. I did that simply going and sitting. But that is this time. And when it's repeat, as very nervous. It happened in Tokyo. Here in Brindavan, Swami is commenting. Principal, kotta puja hai. Harate kutam teliyatledu, gatta kutam teliyatledu. He is a new priest to the temple. He doesn't know how to give the harati and ring the bell at the same time. That's what Swami means. Really, my friends, so many things have happened. I pray Bhagawan to give us many more opportunities of this kind, so that I can certainly share with you. I think tomorrow, Dharmakshetra is going to another meeting. That's going to be a different presentation. I am sure that you will all care to attend. I am very grateful to all of you for your time, for your patience, and Mulund Samiti for their kind invitation, nice reception, excellent hospitality. The definition of the altar is unique idea. This I am telling you out of wide travel, and you see many in thousands. This is special. Hats off to you. Congratulations. Adishesha Ananta Sayyana Permission of the leaders, you are free to ask any question. If you have any questions.
Sai, it's a wonderful opportunity for us to grab. Yes, Sai.
Sir. Say it loudly, then all can follow you.
Sairam sir, throughout my sojourn as a student, I have been seeing you for 15, 16 years now.
And not yet fed up with me. Thank you.
But sir, you're always happy, you're always smiling, and you're always spreading this joy.
Good question.
How do we stay connected with Swami and be happy as you have been all the time?
And you are asking secrets of my biography. I have not yet patented it.
You gave the opportunity to get
Simple thing, brother, I tell you. You are the age of my son, that's all. You can't be my brother. One, I am not comparative, never competitive. I don't compare myself with anybody. You are great in your own way. I am great in my own way, so what? Lily flower is as beautiful as a rose flower. Rose flower is as beautiful as jasmine flower. No comparison among flowers, no competition among animals. The dirty social animal only competes and compares. Therefore he is miserable. So I don't compare, I don't compete. What is due for me, he will give it. Chembu Patinanta Chervulona Nimpu Adule Pratyanu Saramay Agaru Vijay. That's what Baba said. As is the container, so will be the collection of water. You cannot take small container, collect all the sea there. So what is due for you? That is the first point. The second point, I appreciate when there are certain good things in everybody. And I also share if people are frustrated. One gentleman complained to Swami, Swami, Anil Kumar always talks in the prayer hall. To irritate Swami, there are these buffaloes were there also. They complain. Swami was, yes, we talk to everybody. Shall I say yes? My luggage has to be packed next time. Do you know what I said? Swami, you don't talk to everybody. Many are feeling sad. I tell them, don't worry. Time will come and Swami will talk to you. Your problem will be solved. He need not, check, you do it, continue. So, I share others' joy, I share equally others' misery also. And three, I am highly confident of what I am doing. I will not get confused and I don't confuse others. I am very clear in my views and express them clearly. Finally, I am happy with what I am. People said, how much money you have? How many plots you have in Puttaparthi? My answer is, I have not come here to plot against anybody. It is enough if I have a plot in the heart of Sai, not in Puttaparthi. And then somebody said, do you have any sites near super specialty hospital? I have not come here to acquire sites. I want to be in the sight of Sai, not acquire sites. I have no glamour for position, any time, never in the past nor in the future. Because my late father used to tell me, position will never make the person prestigious. It is the person that makes the post prestigious. It is the person that makes prestigious, not the post I already do. If God's grace is there, you will have all the opportunities. Swami has no position. He is not convener of Mulund Samiti. Swami. He is not the state president, but King of Kings. Finally, if at all we have to catch the feet of anybody, catch the feet of Sathya Sai Baba, not any man. If at all you have to praise Sathya Sai Baba, not human beings who are much worse than you, or you are much worse than them. Not necessary. Praise the Lord. Praise His glory. Keep it in stars. He will always be with you, come what may. Thank you. Yes?
Why did God create us?
Any?
Why did God create us?
Ah, good. Who asked this question? Hari, why don't you clap? Why did God create us? That is the standard of Bombay Balavikas. That is the standard. Hats off to Kamala Pandya and Nimish Pandya, who are Balavikas personified. Balavikas walking on 2 feet are these 2 people in front of me. I appreciate it. God bless you. Why did God create us? Simple example. Children go to Juhu beach. What do? They collect some sand, make a hut. They jump. After some seconds, what do? They kick out that. They jump. They are happy while making a hut. They are equally happy in destroying it. Why? Child's play. Only 2 people can play. God's play, child's play. You and I cannot play. We only know play the game. We play the game. Game is dirty. Game is human. But play is divine. So it's all God's play. He enjoys. Like children who enjoy near the seashore. Bhagavad Leela, divine sport. Thank you. Yes, that's all.
So God is in all the persons.
Huh?
God is in all the persons.
Ah.
In everywhere. So why they are saying that some persons are higher than us, some persons are lower than us? Why the discrimination comes?
God never discriminated
No,
you.
not God. But why is it just like some persons are higher than us? Why some persons are lower?
You think they are higher. They think you are higher. Both of you are lower. Why this happens in life? Neighbor thinks I am happy. I think he is happier. Both of us are crying. It is only our psychology, that's all.
Sir,
Hey, give chance to others. Yes.
particularly city problem.
Sir?
Particularly city problem.
Particularly?
City problem. Cities. Like all the youths are basically busy in studies and classes and everything. They don't get time during their youth. They don't get time after their marriage because so when they will get the time.
I am also married. I have children, grandchildren.
Right.
Where there is a will,
There is
there is a way. The same fellows have time to go to hotels. Same fellows have time to watch TV. Same fellows have time to gossip. It's only convenient philosophy. We want philosophy of conviction, not convenience. Yeah? is going to come? I see. Good question. Good question. Gold is very important. Golden age has nothing to do with the gold. Golden age is not metallic. Golden age has no financial gain. Golden age has nothing to do with the bullion market or stock market. What is golden age? Few questions. In this century, when people are totally selfish, when people are totally materialistic, non-spiritual, all over the world, they have developed waves and waves of devotion. Because of such a Sai Baba, it is golden age. And in this age, when people are fighting on grounds of religion, it is such Sai Baba who made Arabs, Iran, Iraq people come to Prashanti Nilayam and chant Veda. It is the golden age. And those people who are totally selfish, today they have become men of sacrifice. They are sacrificing their time. They are sacrificing their talent, sacrificing their money. They were selfish yesterday. Transformation of man is the sign of golden age. So golden age, when is going to come? No, it already came. Such as a era in golden age. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful audience participation. We had some very interesting questions from tiny Balvikas children, youth and mid-youth, I can say. We offer this evening's program to Bhagavan. We dedicate it completely to him. And we thank Bhagavan for sending Professor Anil Kumar here to talk to us. And we can always continue it in Puttaparthi from December 5 to December 9, and on December 7th, as Anil Kumar sir promised, we will have the second session of this questionnaire. So Balvikas children and youth, please make sure you are in Parthi for that event. Thank you, sir. We now offer our gratitude to Bhagavan with the Mangala Arati.
By Nimish Padia. By already announced, discipline. Discipline. By what your age I am older than you.
By All India Vice President Sri
no, please. Please oblige.
Thank you, Bhagavan.
Hari Om, nothing. Please come, sir. Please. Sing loudly. By I should tell you, while singing bhajans, you should not take your long face serious as if you are getting to operation theatre. See? Smile hilariously. Be happy. Loudly. Okay? Very important. Very important. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hare